Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. Here's another way to look at a shortage of employees in your business. It's not you. It's New Hampshire's labor force participation rate, which means thousands of New Hampshire adults aren't in the labor force for a variety of reasons, especially women. And here are a few graphs that document that issue. New Hampshire labor force participation 2023. The green bars on the left are men. The blue bars are women. Each bar represents an age group. Ages 25 to 34 years on the left in both colors. The middle bar 35 to 44 years, and the right bar in both colors 45 to 54 years. Two key reasons for the shorter blue bars that represent women. New Hampshire's labor force, and you can see the dates, average 5.8% not in the labor force were caring for children, 16,700, or caring for an older adult, 4,600. The New Hampshire median annual earnings, men and women full-time year-round for the year 2022, with the last data we could get, men 73,322, women 55,206. That's a discrepancy that's been around for decades. New Hampshire median annual salaries and hourly wages for select New Hampshire occupations shown here have low salaries but are critical for health care, child care, and education in New Hampshire. The bars in green show salaries on top for child care workers on the left, home health and personal care next to it, and then preschool teachers in the middle, and nursing assistants on the right. With me is the person who did all this research, Nicole Heller, Senior Policy Analyst at the New Hampshire Fiscal Policy Institute in Concord, with expertise in quantitative research and social sciences. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Nice to have you in the studio.
Great to be here.
Clearly, a key restraint on labor participation in the state falls down to women, who are challenged by many things, and many don't even go looking for a job because of those challenges, right?
Right, and this affects the overall economy. So this is not just a family issue. So if we take those figures you shared of folks out of the labor force caring for children and older adults and apply the CDC's estimate that 2 out of every 3 caregivers are women, we would see that 14,200 women are out of the labor force in New Hampshire every month for caregiving.
And this is having a major impact on businesses almost across the board in New Hampshire. Places like retail in particular, I have family in retail, and I can tell you they need more people, they need women.
Yeah, so we see this also in, you'd mentioned it, childcare as well as home health care services. So women made up 91% of workers in the childcare services and 88% of workers in home health care services. And from that last graph that we looked at, their median wages are about $16 an hour or $33,000 a year.
Yeah.
So they're living pretty close to the poverty guideline, and that makes it difficult for them to meet their living expenses.
Absolutely. You found significant pay gaps in New Hampshire based on both gender and race, gaps ranging from $9,000 to $20,000.
Yes, yes. So nationally, a lot of the low-paying wages fall on women and people of color. And so we see that in New Hampshire as well, particularly among women and among Black folks, who also are overrepresented of the percentage of folks who serve in home health care services compared to the percentage of people that we have in the state.
Yeah, yeah. One of your interesting findings is that women, when they did take a job, are less likely to take it out of state, more likely to take it in New Hampshire, but also it's usually part-time.
Yes, so we see that even though women participate in the labor force at lower rates, they actually hold more jobs in New Hampshire. They hold 51% of the jobs in New Hampshire, so suggesting that they may be less likely to travel out of state or be more likely to have multiple jobs, including those part-time jobs that may have lower wages and fewer benefits.
Has there been any progress on this front of labor force participation in the legislature or anywhere in the last few years?
There has been some policy initiatives looking at ways to increase workforce and recruitment and retention in both early child care and health care. And so as the legislature ramps up again in the coming year, it will be interesting to follow additional initiatives and policies and grants that come from the federal level as well in terms of trying to increase wages for these folks.
But more needed.
Yes.
Yeah, morning. Nicole Heller, Senior Policy Analyst at the New Hampshire Fiscal Policy Institute in Concord. Thank you.
Thank you, Fred.
If you missed part of this briefing, you can go to WMUR.com, where it will be posted all this week.